All right. Sorry about the picture quality, and sorry about the chop. My phone ran out of space. Thanks, technology. They could have. Anyway, so we got a pretty good idea of what poor is, right? But I looked it up, and the definition of poor. I looked at the definition of spirit. Now let me start with spirit, because I have it up. But spirit is the non-physical part. It's a noun, by the way. It's the non-physical part of a person that is the seat of emotions and character, and it's also known as the soul. Now, these are words that we use pretty much every day, but just so you can have a definitive, here's that word, definitive, definition of the actual word to know what it is. Also, I looked up the word poor. Now, poor means like lacking in like sufficiency to live up to normal standards. Normal standards meaning, and this is if it's applied to money. But normal standards meaning like you can keep a roof over your head, you can eat some food, you can take a shower, you can drink some water, you can live. You know what I mean? But you're not over the top extravagant, have all types of luxuries. You just have the basics. That's not poor. A lot of people have that and feel like they're poor. It's not poor. Poor is when you don't even have that much. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people, again, that say they're poor, but they don't know what they're talking about. Trust me. But here in Matthew 5 verse 3, he says, blessed are those people. Blessed are the people who lack, who are insufficient to live up to a normal standard in spirit. What does it mean to be poor in spirit? To be poor in spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, poor, you're pretty much starving at times. You may not have enough for food. You may not have enough to sleep somewhere, so you're freezing. So in some way, shape, or form that you need to be living up to a certain standard, you're lacking, or the quality is bad. The quality is below standard. You know what I mean? If you have milk in there that the quality for you to drink it and ingest it is below standard, you're not going to drink it because it may make you sick. Something that level, but in your spirit. Just my thing is to just think about that for that slight. You know what I mean? But he says, blessed are they. They're blessed. And they're blessed. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So, you see what I'm saying? This is why they're blessed now. The reason they're blessed is because theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Of course, the next question is, what is the kingdom of heaven? Furthermore, what does it mean to be poor in spirit? Or the opposite. If you're not poor in spirit, then what are you? What do you have that the poor in spirit don't have? But the word said he was teaching them that. Like, this is a lesson. This is not just something I'm telling you. It's a lesson. You know what I mean? And that was just one of them. The next one says, blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. The next one says, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. And then there's like a bunch more, like several more, like 5 more or whatever. I can go into that as well, but the first one, the one that he started with, is the one that caught me, because we talk about so many different things. People complain about a lot of things, but we don't really hear much about the things that really matter. When politics come around, they talk more about money rather than actually helping people, stopping crime, things of that nature. But these are the things that matter. People who are starving, they're part of the country too. In case you haven't noticed. The kids, you know what I mean, who get involved with gangs and stuff like that. These are the real problems. Because if we can't get that together, then how are you telling me about money? Money ain't gonna be made if there aren't children going to school and graduating and then making something of themselves rather than getting involved in things that will destroy them. Again, this is a thought that I just wanted to share with you, because again, we started with what? Blessed is he who expects nothing, for he shall not be disappointed. You expect nothing, you get nothing. And I think that's worthy right there. You know what I mean? But that's what somebody said. Like, this is not found anywhere in the Bible. So one person says, blessed is that he that expects nothing. But who expects nothing more than a poor person? I guess that's the connection right there. Because if you're poor in spirit, if you're poor in money, you don't really expect nothing. The most you expect is to wake up and be hungry again the next day. But you don't expect to wake up in a palace or anything like that, or wake up with clothes on your back, or whatever the case is. You expect to really wake up, not wake up at all sometimes. They probably hope for that. You know what I'm saying? But it says right here, blessed are the poor. Those same people who feel hopeless, feel like it's over for them. I can't imagine what that's like. I think about it sometimes, you know, but you really can't imagine it until you're sitting there really, really thinking hard as can be. And you're really thinking hard, and what you're thinking about is where your next meal is coming from. If you're going to die tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Things we expect. We expect to be alive tomorrow. We expect to eat something tomorrow, to make money or whatever. We expect that, right? But, you know what I'm saying? And we the ones who complain. But, let me just say, me and a poor person are two different. But this is poor in spirit. Alright? This is poor in spirit. Some people are poor in spirit and don't even realize it. And then again, some people probably do. It's better for those who realize it than those who deny it and think that everything is all good. It's not all good, man. It's not all good. But I think I might be running out of space to record this, hence the picture quality. But this is part 2, and I suspect there'll be a part 3. But for now, I'll just leave you with that thought. You know, what is it to be poor in spirit? Are you poor in spirit? And what does the spirit need not to be poor? But at the same time, if you are poor in spirit, don't be disappointed. I mean, it says right here, this is Jesus talking, and he's no liar. It says, theirs is the kingdom of heaven, yours if you're poor. If you're poor and you're hearing this somehow, just remember that yours is the kingdom of heaven. It's yours. That's what he says. It says it's yours. There's no other way to... And what is the kingdom of heaven? I'll say this much. When Jesus mentions the kingdom of heaven, he's usually healing somebody or performing some sort of like phenomenal good deed. And I don't think he's ever really said that unless he was doing something. Maybe once, you know, when he was reading the word. But anyway, if you can attribute that the kingdom of heaven brings healing, joy, love, hope, compassion, like everything that you wish you could wake up to every day, that's good. Not just something fulfilling like waking up and getting drunk. They got people who wake up and get drunk. Like, under no circumstances is that cool or good. All right, I don't care what you say, what you believe. Come on. But blessed are they who lack in spirit, man. I would never want to know what it means to be lacking in spirit. That's your breath. That's that thing that no one can touch. You know, look it up again. Look up the definition of spirit, and then look up the definition of poor. Those things should not mix together at all. You should be wealthy in spirit. But it says, blessed are they who are poor in it, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Again, man, if you listen to this whole thing, I hope you got something from it. I definitely think I'm going to throw up a part 3, you know, just to follow up, because I think there's more. But this is what I have for you today. Thank God. You know, if this touched anybody in any way or whatever. But, you know, pray for everybody. Pray for those who are poor in spirit. Pray for those kids who are missing. There's a lot of them that's missing. Pray for those who have lost anybody close to them. They're not completely lost, man. If you believe in God, then go and talk to him about it. And don't feel strange to make your requests known to him. The Bible says, tell him. It says to tell me. First of all, he already knows what you're thinking. You might as well say it. And that's just it's just common sense. You might as well say it. That's if you believe in God. Those who don't believe in God, you know, well, I pray for you. I pray for you, because if you don't believe in God, then what's your hope? You know, what do you rest your hope on? And that's not to come down on anybody, but that's just my question. If your hope just rests on chance, that's not good enough, man. You need something more than that. And that's him. So, peace. And God bless. And Everybody stay good. Again, pray for those kids that are missing. Pray for those people who lost somebody. Pray for the people who were lost. And pray for each other, man. And just like everything, because a lot of things, as much as we laugh at stuff and mock things on TV or whatever the case may be, every day we get up and we go do our thing. Those of us who make it to the next day, don't take it for granted, because everything is not as good as it seems. All right, read between the lines. All right, y'all. Peace.